Battle for the Grid. Guys, my name's Chris, aka Aloe8 on Twitter. I feel like we haven't done these for a while, but it's good to be back. And to recap a few things, I want to start with what you guys might have missed in the last few weeks. All right, so I'm going to turn over here, over Facebook. All right, so what you'll notice over here is that recently we announced our free characters that's going to be available for update 1. This is going to be great because they're free. First of all, they're free, and you're getting Dragon Armor Trini, obviously the first character that you're going to see today. And then the following week, I think we're doing Udana, and then right after that, we are going to do Cenozoic Blue Rangers. And I heard that I need to turn it up a little bit, so I'm going to do that right now. Hey! Okay. We'll do this. Okay. Tell me if you guys can hear me right now. Perfect. Okay. So that's coming up, and more details to show, obviously, come time of release. So we'll talk more about that once we get closer. The next thing that happened here is we did a few things with the Level Up series. So shout outs to the guys over there at Wednesday Night Fights. We were able to not only join in and celebrate the launch of Battle for the Grid, all in all, now that we've launched on all of our platforms, but also work up with Level Up Live and really just like stream the game, celebrate the release of the game, and then host like an invitationals tournament for the guys that actually came by over there and was able to experience the game themselves. So it was a ton of fun, and we had a bunch of winners there. So make sure you guys check out our Facebook page. We have a whole collage full of pictures over there. So that was really cool. And then last but not least, I think we had Daniel over there, Clockwork, who came by, Orange County down south, and basically, he was working with Alex over there, guy that runs up Level Up, and they did this segment called Let's Learn Fighting Games, which is really cool. So if you guys get a chance to check it out, I think it's been archived now at YouTube. They also have a YouTube channel as well, and then just pretty much kind of talks about the game and breaks it down, especially from those folks that are not necessarily aware of what the game is like, but would like to know a little bit more about it. So check it out. There is a segment there. I think it's like a 1-hour segment with Alex and Daniel. All right, so enough about all the talk over there. That's me just catching all of you guys up. You guys are pretty much here for all the gameplay footage, right? So let's check out Dragon Armor Trini right now. Right now, I'd like to introduce both Daniel, aka Clockwork, Maniago, and then ShadyK coming up. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. All right. Let me set this up over here.
Am I driving or are you driving?
Yeah, who's driving? Whoever.
I'll
right.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's drive right here. Hey, what up? Can you hear us okay? First and foremost, thank you guys so much for all the support, all of the downloads, playing the game, watching the streams, sending all the content, the combos. They've been sick, man. We've been watching streams, matches. Surprising but not surprising, you guys have been figuring stuff out in the game that even surprised us. It's really cool to see, man. Really cool stuff, especially with Yellow Ranger. Hey, so first and foremost, let's get into these patch notes. So let me put this here. Let me expand this.
Yeah, there you go.
So currently on Xbox and Nintendo Switch, we have our 1.12 patch available. The main purpose of this patch was to fix this bug that we to fix a really bad online bug that we have that caused players to not be able to block properly.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't notice that. I never need to block.
Yeah. You guys know me. Yeah, I'm not one for defense, so I'm just kidding. But so that was basically the main thing that we wanted to hit in this emergency patch. We managed to sneak in a few other balance changes. I'll go through these one by one. Of course, before I start, mind you, we have our 1.2 patch coming out soon, and that's the one with the new content, and that one's going to have a much larger change list than this. So this is sort of this patch is sort of contained to just a few issues that we want to hit. Also, we will let you know as soon as possible once we have our 1.12 patch ready for PlayStation. So right now, Switch and Xbox ready. PlayStation soon, coming sooner than you think. Of course, this first point is the high and low block fixed in online. I was playing some online matches yesterday on Switch. It was a lot of fun. Also, we have this issue about Cat and Goldar soft locking when they get hit by certain combos. Basically, any combo that ended with a certain hit reaction that set off the juggle limiter, they would get stuck, and we managed to resolve that in 1.12. We had an issue of Goldar not being able to switch from high block to low block, and we have that fixed. Also, there's an issue with Goldar having an incorrect cancel window on his Air S, so sometimes he would like fly to the ground and load to the ground and sort of get stuck there. That's fixed. And we went through another pass in this 1.12 patch on some of the juggle loops for these characters. Of course, Green Ranger, MH, you can still do it, just not as much. Same thing with Sentry, Crouch Roundhouse. Goldar, it was I think like MMHH loop, right?
I mean, he still has an ugly one right now, but I want you guys to use that to its full potential while you can get those W's.
Yeah, actually, this is a good point. Is like, any like crazy stuff that you find, whether it be combos, whether it be whatever, just show it on Twitter, dude. I want to see it. I want to see all the cheap stuff for sure. So speaking of cheap stuff. One last thing. I know I mentioned this before, but again, this patch is available on Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. It will be available on PlayStation very soon. Please keep your eyes peeled for that sooner than you think. Okay, let's get to the game.
Should be there.
Yeah. Hey, let me make sure that I have you on.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have you on.
Uh-oh.
You playing?
Nope.
Nope.
Who's not responding?
My light's on.
Should
What?
we start this up?
Yeah, if I restart.
Yeah.
Do you want me to rehook it?
Yeah, please.
Sweet.
No, I don't think we have to do that. I think
Okay.
just restart the.
Oh,
Okay. So
It's detecting it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. So let me turn this on. Well, let me put the camera back on. You could look at long. Hey,
No pressure.
What's up?
Where'd you open this from?
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
not this one.
Wait.
This one on the desktop? Oh yeah, it's this one.
yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Let me play.
Yeah, appreciate you guys' patience.
We're just resetting the game, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't wait.
Alright, I think we're, let me go to options first.
Right.
Here we go.
I have
There you go. Set up those buttons.
So I'll be this.
Oh, look at this roster, though.
You'll soon see.
Filling up the screen.
Power of the roster. Getting bigger.
Who do you want?
It's just whatever.
I'll give you Goldar, and then we'll go training mode. Hey.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, switch back.
Oh, we're already ready. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Whoops.
Oh, what? Go back. There you go.
Okay. So.
You're good.
Try it. Nice. So, the very first character from our first content patch is going to be, the first one that we're showing off. Again, we have Dragon Armor Trini, we have Cenozoic Blue, Movie Blue, and we have Mystic Force Udana, the White Ranger. The first time we're going to show off is Black Dragon Armor Trini, sort of like the grappler archetype. Just like Goldar Magna, her forward movement is a walk, not a run like all the other characters. So she's a bit slower in that regard, but her special moves make up for that in mobility, right? So we can go through normal. So she's a bit different in the way that her target combos work. So that they all have sort of a unique function that works together with the rest of her moves. So her neutral L, it's this, if you want something spam, you see this target combo, right? Her neutral, her medium target combos, that's her launch. And of course I can go into, and then her heavy, it's actually a double headbutt stagger, right? So I can follow up with other stuff after that. I even discovered a new thing today when I did this and I jumped, did heavy, right? She's kind of like Magna in that she cannot chain her L, M, H together so freely, right? This is me doing LM. So if you want to chain into M or H, you have to use crouch light. This is a low, right? So generally you want to use this to confirm, right? And if the first one doesn't hit, you cancel into a special move, right? Her air normals, air L, this is air M, so it does a splat, ka-chung. And her air H, huge tail, crouching L, right, low. Crouching M is her anti-air, right, and yeah, invincible to air attacks,
Ooh,
right.
You see that?
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyone perceptive enough to notice what happened there?
And then her air H, or excuse me, her crouching H is sort of a tail sweep, same thing with her air H. So let's go over specials. Neutral S, calling this Nega Beam. It is the sort of a projectile attack. Does it go full screen on her?
Eventually it does.
Yeah. So it does at least a part of it, but you generally want to end certain combos with this, right? Certain juggles. You can also end your block strings with it to. It's not safe, right? If I do this, if you're right next to me, yeah. So if you do a block string from a distance, right, it's a bit harder to punish. But if you do it at point. If you do it at point blank, excuse me, you do it at point blank, it's much more difficult to punish. Yeah. So her back S, Jet Rush, it's a command grab. It's a rushing command grab, right? And after once it hits, she transitions into sort of throw state. And there's a few things that you can do off of this. So it's really up to the player to figure out. The follow-up that you do will depend on the position of the screen that you hit it. So right there, Shady, he hit me with it at near the corner, so he was able to get like a full combo off of that. However, if I'm back here and I try to do that same thing, it's not going to work. So if I have my back to the screen like this, it might be better to go into the Nega Beam. Let me try that again.
Ooh,
Juggle with the Nega Beam if I'm my back to the corner, or if I'm a bit closer to the corner, I can walk up and press MM to launch. I can also do jump L, start my juggles, right?
You can actually jump cancel out of the recovery of the grab.
Yeah, and you can walk cancel the recovery of the grab as well, and that's how I'm getting this Nega Beam to land. Yeah, so I'm holding forward a little bit right there. So you don't get it for free, but anyone that wants to learn it, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, I promise. Right, and so her forward S, it's this missile charge. You guys might remember this move from the mobile game. So if you notice that the forward S and the back S, they sort of have a similar startup. So that's the mix-up, right? If you're trying to avoid my jet rush and you jump up, it turns out I did this instead, right? I get the knockdown, I get some damage, and I get like a mix-up, right?
It's unblockable.
Yeah,
unblockable.
Yeah, so unblockable in the air. Against our better judgment, we decided to make this not blockable in the air.
Only in the air. I can block on the ground.
Okay.
Do right here.
Yeah.
But if you're jumping towards them,
Yeah. And so, anyone that's super familiar with fighting games and these kind of grappler archetypes is the mix-up is you don't know whether I'm doing the jet rush, which you want to jump out of the way of, or if I'm doing the missile charge. Also, I should note that these moves go through projectiles, right? So they're not so easy to stop. In addition, they do have similar startup. However, if you're paying attention, you'll notice there's a slight difference in the animation of the startup, even though the timing is the same. So I think one of them, she kind of jumps a little bit first, so back Yeah, so it's not the jet rush. The jet rush, she goes straight into the jets, but the missile charge, she kind of has like a hop first.
Oh,
right?
that, yeah.
Yeah. So if you are, quick, if you have the quick eye, you'll be able to tell which one she's doing, right? And let me go through her throws. So throws, right? And back throw. And then her super, huge blast. Yeah, really easy to combo. His is her air S. This is a sort of a stomp, a straight down move, and you have to block this low. So, and I can also jump ball. Yeah. You can also cancel into this stomp from her normals. Right, so I can go like high, low, and I can also end my combos with it too. So I do. Yeah. That's sort of like a very basic bread and butter setup for her super. So the sort of combos that you're trying to do with Black Trini, I mean, a lot of them will stem from landing the Jet Rush. And what's interesting about the Jet Rush is that not only do you have to pay attention to where you are on the screen to know which follow-up to do, but of course, this is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, so I can easily get this guy in and start comboing off of it. Just like
Theoretically.
if I was good, if I was good, I'd be able to do it.
Oh,
Just take our word for it. Just take our word for it.
I got this. Ah, you got it!
Hey,
One more time.
I'm embarrassed for you.
There you go.
there it is. All right.
Right. Another thing too is that before I get into the combos is that so her assist, she does use the Nega Beam. It's a really good assist. It takes up a lot of space. It's really easy to set people up off of it, right? If I call it right on her, I can go high, low, high. Also, we should mention that Trini is extremely fat, right? So I can do some combos on her that wouldn't work on other characters, right? Some of these jump up and down combos.
Yeah, she's big.
Yeah, she's huge. She's big body.
She has a lot of health though. She has the most health in the game.
So if average is what, 1,000 or 950? 1,000?
950 is like average. She has 1150.
Okay. So she has considerably more life than average. Again, so we have this the assist takeover system in Battle for the Grid. So this is her assist. The Nega Beam is the assist. However, you can use her Jet Rush and her Missile Charge for tag shenanigans. So for example, get to the back of the screen. Push you over here. So let's say I call Tommy, and he's gonna do the drill kick, and then I'm gonna tag to Tommy. Right, and she continues to do whatever she's doing. She continues to do the Jet Rush or the Missile Charge after I've taken over to green, right? So you can kind of think of it as you can use any of those three special moves as an assist, and the reason why these are so good to tag from is because they cover almost the entire duration of the screen. Right, you didn't even see that guy. You didn't see that coming. Yeah,
dirty.
You didn't even see it. And the same thing with the Missile Charge. Go all the way to the back. Yeah, so I jump over to the cross up. So she's pretty wild. She's pretty heavy. Some combo routes that you want to use. If you're going for combos, again, off a Jet Rush, learn how to do combos off of this solo, which depends on your screen positioning. In the corner is way easier. If you want to just do easy mode, you could just do MM. Right. MM. There you go. Oh. And then you can also the main combos off of if my back is to the edge here, you wouldn't do the Nega Beam. Most of her combos start off of low L, right? So low L into MM for the launch. Go to LH. Also, you can go low L into.
Don't forget this one.
Yeah, into stand heavy. Yeah, good confirm. And the reason why that confirm is good is because when I dash up, I make sure that I can do the rest of my juggle easily because, for example, I just figured out this combo the other day is that if you mash her L, you can go into M's. You can link it. I don't know if it works on her though.
Yeah, might be too fat.
Yeah, give me yellow. Yeah. So if I do LLL into MM, it's a bit harder to get my juggles. I have to do like a different juggle kind of thing. So it'll really depend on how you get the launch, right? And from the HH, there's a few ways to follow this up. I can go HH into jump H, and then follow from there. Or I can go crouch L into HH, and then dash up, right? And the new stuff, I just was messing around with this today. If I get this in the corner, so this we have the stagger hit reaction, right? This is one of the only hit reactions in the game that can still be thrown. So I can do this. Yeah, and then I can keep comboing from there. There's some those are like the advanced combos, right? If I have them in the corner. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. So her combos they're as wild as everyone else in the game, but they're a bit different in that you really have to learn how to use the target combos. If you want to just mash L, just remember that on certain characters you can get launch after it, but generally you want to confirm with crouch L, and this is low. Right, and then as far as combo enders, really easy to end with. Oh, well, when it comes to juggles, her air M spikes down, but her air L and her air H, they juggle just like regular juggle properties. And because you can cancel any of these moves into air S, it's a good way to end your combos into super. So I could go like. But yeah, just be wary of the juggle limiter. Make sure that your combo will get you into the super, because I've noticed I think certain combos if I do this. That hit right there will make him flip out.
Yeah.
So if I were to cancel into super right there,
in this build at least.
Yeah, in this build, I wouldn't have got the super. So yeah, again, anti-air, crouch medium. It's a bit slow, but you can.
It's pretty good now.
Yeah, we increased the hitbox on this from its first iteration, so a bit easier to anti-air with. But you're gonna need it because she is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I bet if with yellow you can combo like air L H like really easily on her. Yeah, she needs.
Oh, but yeah, let's try something. And go ahead and start mashing down B
Down B.
after you get hit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So a good thing to avoid opponents that are just trying to go high on you on your wake up, just start mashing your anti-air. And is it currently working with these guys too?
Yeah, it should be.
So lock him down.
If I did my job correctly. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's that whole thing where the opponent's either gonna go high, they're gonna go low, they're gonna throw you. A lot of times you want to go high to avoid the EX, right? That's where the current meta is looking right now. Is that it's obvious you want to jump up to avoid their EX on wake up. So if you read that they're gonna do that, just start mashing your anti-air and make sure that you have an optimal combo off of it, right? Yeah. Is there anything else that we need to go over with this character? Yeah.
You come doing this.
You know, a lot of people's been interested about the combat VO
Oh,
on the chat,
what are you talking about?
right?
Yeah. All right. Cool. Then should we get into some matches?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's get some matches. All right. Let me turn this down.
How many matches are we playing? How many does the chat want?
Don't worry, guys. It's coming.
I'll be honest. My Black Dragon Trini is not as good as I'd like it to be. I'm just getting the excuse out there.
Oh, okay. The master of option select.
I'll be first. Oh wait, did I get? Let's do first 5.
Okay.
Let's pick.
Who are these two?
no, we don't. Because we don't know.
I mean, who are these?
So I'll go with.
I'll play Point Trini then.
Okay. Green.
Oh wait, we got.
Oh, I'm gonna pick Black Dragon. Good.
All right. Get those teams ready. Oh man.
Who you pick? Goldar.
I think Mega go there.
Okay.
Oh, you can't pick that one?
Nah. No. That's for our eyes only. Hey.
Okay, hey. Oh.
Alright.
There you go.
First to 5. Watch me bust this guy up.
Oh yeah. Coming.
Oh. Wait, who's Trini? Is it you, Shady?
We're
Yeah.
both
Well,
Yeah, okay.
I'm Draken now.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're the one with Draken. Okay, yeah, of course. Nice. Damage. Ooh.
No.
Nice.
I was paying attention during class.
Yikes.
Yes.
What hit you?
Gosh. That damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
The mix up.
Yes. We'll turn up the game volume after this match, guys. Don't worry.
Oh,
you
okay.
think
I was
so?
just talking about that. I was just talking about that. Oh, you should push it. Oh. Stop.
Yo. Oh, dark. Hi. Oh. So close.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Run.
Ah,
Shit.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Alright. Let's adjust the volume on.
Should we do it on here?
The game?
In game?
Yeah, so over here. Scroll up there.
Oh, I see. Right here.
And then, you see this? Just drag it. There.
How's that for game val? Oh, I was about to say test.
That might be a little too loud. Do it a little bit
Too loud?
Like, there you go. Okay, cool.
Alright.
You're back. You're back. All right, guys. Tell us how that's like.
Yeah.
Adjusted the volume so you guys can hear.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, good. They can hear the voices. Yeah.
I did it.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, I didn't know she was
Oh.
Let's go. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, oh.
Ah, I whiffed.
Oh.
Yes.
50? Yo.
Ah.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Incredible. So, yeah, I feel like all grappler characters, when you have them last, like it's kind of rough,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause they're really easy to control. Yeah, as far as they're too slow, so you can kind of dance around them. It's the same thing in this game.
You guys loving those voices? Oh, yeah, you are. Ooh, what? Why not?
Oh.
Ooh.
Got incident. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Oh, what? Oh,
Oh. Saved.
You're gonna get
ah, yeah, I was gonna get it. I was about to get it.
Yeah. Oh, oh.
No.
Oh.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, whoa. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Let's go!
Oh,
Ah!
hold on, save me! Yikes. Oh no.
oh my god.
Am I?
Wait.
Oh,
chip.
yes.
Oh no.
Yo.
Tail.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you guys noticed the different phrases too. Okay. Yep.
Wanna change? Are you good?
Oh no. Ain't a punk.
Wait, how many matches have we done?
Oh!
Oh, nice. Oh.
Oh man. Who's this?
Oh, oh, oh.
Please stop him.
Dragon's
Oh.
Get out of here. Leave me alone.
Oh. Still in there.
Staying alive. Yo.
Yeah.
It's coming out soon, guys. We promise. Don't worry. We hear you.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Let's go. Oh, I pressed it.
Good.
Ah.
Hit him.
Yikes.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Hold this.
Oh.
Hold this. I can hold this.
Oh my god.
I think
What
I
is
should,
that?
I think I
What
should
many
have.
matches is that?
3-2.
3-2?
I think I should have activated. Mm. this corner.
The ever faithful dragon.
Haha.
Was that anti-air?
Yeah.
The headbutt? Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Oh.
Oop. Oop. Yo.
Oh,
Did I hit? Oh.
The game is afoot.
Yikes. Ooh. Okay.
No killer.
Yo. So strong.
Whoops.
Yo.
Call somebody.
Stay patient.
yeah!
Hey, what's the range on that? Is that what?
Just enough.
Sweeping distance, just enough, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, what? Oh, Dragon Lord! Keep away. Oh! Games. Wow. Don't worry, guys. I'm waiting for the new Sanwa buttons, the silent ones, and I'll promise I will upgrade the arcade sticks.
That's
Who's
not
complain
me.
about buttons? Who's complain about buttons?
I play like a mouse.
I
Who is
was
that?
Sanwa, dude. Don't worry.
I'm gonna start hitting buttons louder. Oh, Christmas!
Oh, wow. so there's Christmas, and then is there a Happy New Year? No. Hey, the sound of those buttons are amazing, guys.
Oh!
From across the screen.
Let's go.
Oh
Blow.
yeah.
I didn't do anything.
You definitely jumped.
Oh.
Oh wow. Ooh. That hit. Oh, the stagger.
Oh, she's so huge.
Oh,
Oh no, the pressure.
You're off on me.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Please. Ah,
Yeah.
okay, nice game.
Two for one sale.
Alright, nice
Okay,
games.
nice games,
That's
guys.
the first. Hey guys, thanks for watching us. Yeah, please keep in touch on Twitter and all that to find out some more about the upcoming characters, upcoming patches, and just cool combos. I'm retweeting stuff all the time. Yeah, please tweet me all your cool stuff, your cheap stuff, anything else that you might find that you think that we should take a look at. Thank you so much.
All right.
Peace.
Coming in here. All right, guys. Wow. Amazing stuff there. Crazy. Did they run 7 games? I felt like they ran 7 games over there. The salty run back. Right. I know, guys. There's a lot of things coming up. Oh, let me get to camera mode here only. All right, here we go. So there's plenty of obviously content that's coming up. You know, firsthand, you got to experience the combat VO that was there. That was really cool to hear a lot of your favorite characters that's on there. Here's some original voice over there. It's all fresh, brand new and everything. So FYI. And then the characters, right? So Dragon Armor Trini this week. Next week we'll focus on Udana. And lastly, we'll end off with the Cenozoic Blue Ranger. So a lot of things coming up, and you know, obviously, you know, we hear a lot of the requests, the features, and all that. Trust me, guys. I'm on social media all the time. I see it. I hear it. The team hears it, and you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, sooner or later, you know, a lot of these things that you guys are mentioning. Hopefully it comes into fruition. We'll see what happens, right? You know, I can't tell you what is going to happen now between now and then, but it's all dependent on, you know, making sure that whatever we add into the game obviously makes sense and works well to your guys' advantage, right? All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, we will have this same video as a Twitch VOD available on our YouTube page, so make sure you guys check it out, subscribe, so you guys will be able to get notified on when we get the new content uploaded on our YouTube page. Till next time, guys, thanks again for joining in. My name's Chris, aka Aloe8. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.